Hi YouTube, this is K-Games15 here, and it's Super Nintendo time. I have my collection of Super Nintendo games. It's only 6, just like my NES collection. I don't have too many of them. I grew up more on Sega, though I played a lot of Nintendo, both Super Nintendo and regular Nintendo. Even, I never got into, maybe I said this before, I don't ever got into N64. I actually hated the controller and all this stuff. I went to PlayStation and just never looked back. As you can tell, I was going to play a video game. Usually I have one in the background, but that's the Xbox Series X. I'm still playing a lot of games on it. It's pretty cool. But I'm actually downloading Indiana Jones and the Emperor's Tomb. It's downloading right now. It's almost done, actually. 13 seconds. So that's pretty cool. And then I could actually start playing this. This is an awesome game. I love Indiana Jones. Raiders of the Lost Ark is my favorite movie of all time. I'm going to spoil it because I thought about talking about that once. But yeah, it's Raiders of the Lost Ark. Go watch. That is my favorite movie of all time. Alright, let's get to it so I don't go over time. First game for my Super Nintendo collection. Actually, Actraiser, right here. It's by Enix. This is a different case. This is something I got on eBay right here, but it's a cool one. Actraiser, it's sort of like a mix between a 2D side-scroller like game plus a sim build kind of game, like Sim City, but like a village and stuff. Because you kind of play as like a god in a way. And I haven't played this for a while, but just action mode right here. Breath of life into a statue modeled after your likeness to cleanse the land and defeat the monsters. You have conquered it. And then simulation mode. Help the people develop new land from that which has been purified and build towns with your new power. So you're kind of like helping these people out with this hostile land, and these monsters are trying to eat them all the time, and you go from there. It's sort of like a fresh start, getting these people to create a bigger city, to help them out, to start a civilization. Next game, actually 2 of these games I got with that clone console back in the day with my brother. It came with 2 games. The first one, Space Invaders. Classic Space Invaders, you're a little like sort of a tank that goes down and you shoot up to the aliens and they go back and forth, and that's it. Really is. I don't need to explain it. It's one of the oldest games. It's on the Atari. This one's the Super Nintendo version. This is cool. It's a cardboard case. You don't see that too often. It's hard to find really any Super Nintendo games still left in the cardboard, but here it is. It came with it. The next, Super Star Wars. Again, I got the case off eBay. It actually still like has the JVZ logo on it. That's pretty awesome. I don't need to really talk more about this game because Super Star Wars, you're Luke Skywalker and you're going through the whole movie. You start in the desert, go to Mos Eisley, the spaceport. You attack TIE fighters in the trenches of Death Star. It's just awesome looking thing. You get a lightsaber. You actually have a pistol at first, then you have a lightsaber later. You can do cool stunts and everything else. And I think you can throw it and it comes back like a, the Jedi boomerang type thing. So it's pretty awesome. Very challenging. This is pretty challenging game. I actually never beat this version. I beat. Is it upstairs on the clone con? No. I know they put it digitally, I think on the PS4 and I think other consoles. And you can have save states in there. That's a better option. Because this could get very difficult. But anyway, Super Star Wars. Get this game. Next one. Oh, this is the other one that came with the clone console I have, me and my brother. Vegas Stakes. I actually played this quite a bit, actually. I like this. This is the first. It's Texas. Does that Texas Hold'em? Maybe it doesn't. As blackjack, slots, roulette, craps, and 7-card stud poker. So it's before Texas Hold'em. But it's pretty awesome. Roll them bones, shuffle the deck, and spin that wheel. Vegas Stakes. I mean, that's pretty easy to understand what this is. You have different characters. Different characters have not really powers, but like they might have a slight advantage the other one, but they might have a disadvantage of the other one. So it's an even balance. If you like poker and you want to play it on the Super Nintendo, here you go. Again, cardboard box. You can still see it. They're still out there. If you find games with cardboard box, it might be a little more expensive. If you get like a plastic cover that goes around it to preserve, I don't have enough to really do it, so to me it doesn't matter, but Vegas Stakes. Last two games, and we're at a W now. Weapon Lord, right here. I actually did have this game for a long time, because I bought it way back in the day, because I love that, like, the cover of it. Here's the cover right here, where the guy is with the sword, and the, like... Barbarian guy with a sword, and he's swiping down the guy with like a spider-looking dude. I mean, look at the artwork. That is pretty cool. It's just a cool fighting game. That's really what it is. It's pretty brutal. It's one of those games where you hack and slash and a lot of blood going around. So I think they're going with the whole, a little bit of the Mortal Kombat feel back in the day, back in the 90s. This is by Namco, by the way. Enter a harsh medieval world and battle for your life against 7 savage barbarians. All armed, all dangerous, all fighting to be the Weapon Lord. But to win the Demon Lord's tournament and fulfill the prophecy of the Warrior's Moon, you must defeat the biggest, baddest, and skilled killers ever seen in a Slayer NES, Super NES fighting game. Awesome music. Awesome, just great fighting game all around. It's an awesome weapon-based thing. They have all different characters. I can't show you. I mean, I haven't played this for a while, but I do remember why I got this. I got this because back in the day, when my cousin had a Super NES, we actually rented this, and he had it. We played it all the time. And then I found a copy loose. $10? 10, 50? I mean, I always say that, but a lot of times that's the minimum I go. I try not to go too higher on especially used games, but I think it was about that part. Maybe 20, I don't know for sure. Weapon Lord, get this game. And last, Ys Wonders of Ys 3. There you go. That's the third. I never played any of the Ys game until I got into, my 20s and 30s, like now. I've actually heard of them back in the day, and I do remember seeing that cover when I was growing up. Like that came, it was one of those covers that like, oh, hey, it's that game. Oh, it's that game. Oh, Sammy, what's that corporation? Everything else. I mean, clearly that's the American cover art right there, which is pretty awesome. I don't see why Adele is like looking at the camera, looking all weird, smile and stuff. Look at this part. Look at that. You can see it maybe. Like when they took pictures of just a TV screen. That's just the regular TV. Instead of like put it in digitally, someone at Enix Sammy took a picture of the TV screen and they used that. I never knew that until I got the case cover. I'm like, what the? Like, why would they do that? It's funny and weird at the same time. Adventure begins. Adventure beckons. Test your skills in the realm of rot and savage monsters hungry for blood. Dare to answer the call to the unknown in Adele's continuing saga against the forces that threaten and to engulf the enchanted world of Ys. So, I mean, it's a cool RPG, but like an action RPG. I've seen a guide on there. There's a part, I think there's a part, maybe that was on the NES version. There's a part you can level up, and you're in a cave, and the monsters will just come at you, like spam, and you could kill them one swipe at this part. And if you can sit there forever, just do that, like a whole day, and you'll increase your level. So you're like more powerful than anything else. And I think on the strategy guy, the guy I watched, that's what he did. He just did that, and he was super strong the rest of the game and stuff. I'm like, oh, well, I guess it works. A lot of times when I play RPGs, I do farm a bit. You know, farming more is like I'm killing a bunch of people throughout the level to get my skill up. At the same time, it's more money because then I get a 90. I pretty much level out all my potions. So instead of like 10, I have 99. So I know I have enough throughout it. And a lot of times I don't even get past 70 because I'm like, okay, let's get by more. Go from there. It's cheating. It's up to you. I don't think it's cheating. I just like to, like, bam, I know I have potions. I can get through this boss. Because, like, some RPGs, the bosses are just fucking hard. And this is the same. There's probably some awesome bosses here. If you know if you know RPGs, get this game. But, that's it. NES, Super NES, over. I might do... Oh, PlayStation next. That might be long because I have a lot of PS1 games. My biggest collection is my PS2. I have a ton of PS2 games because some are expensive, some are completely cheap. You can get a couple for like $5, maybe less. I mean, if you want a good game collection, the PS2, there you go. Get that, or maybe a 360. Sometimes the 360 games are hard to get. But other than that, that's my Super NES collection. I'm going to go play some Indiana Jones. So see you later, YouTube.